हाँ ఏంటమ్మా ఇయర్ ఫోన్స్ ఉందా వద్దులే అంత ఫెసిలిటీస్ వద్దులే 10 రోజులు వాళ్ళే వస్తారు Good morning to all. Is it audible? Sound వస్తుందా?
No, sir.
కొంచెం ఇదే మూవ్ చేయండి డిస్టెన్స్ లో. నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే అలా అది కనపడుతుంది. దీనికి అలవాటు పడాలి. Okay, good morning to all. So today we are going to discuss about multi-processing scheduling. So what do you mean by multi-processing, Amma? So we already know about in operating system, different types of operating system. We learned about what do you mean by multi-programming, multi-processing, and what is the difference between multi-programming, multi-processing, multitasking? What is the difference? What do you mean by multi-programming? So what do you mean by multi-programming? Anyone? Always remember these terminologies: multi-programming, multitasking, multi-processing. So what is the other name of multitasking? Time sharing. Okay. The other name of multitasking is time sharing. Okay. What about multi-programming? More than one program can simultaneously run. Okay, this is preemptive or non-preemptive. Which one is the preemptive? Which one is the non-preemptive? This is non-preemptive. Okay. I given one example: 10 students and 10 questions. Okay, remember that. What about multitasking? So given certain period of time, the process will export. Once the time is over, it will export the next process, like that, multitasking. What about multi-processing? What do you mean by multi-processing? One system connected with more number of CPUs. Okay, multi-processing means a single system contains multiple CPUs. Okay, can you give an example? What are the examples, Amma? Multiprocessing. More than one CPU means what? In your laptop, you are using which processor, Amma? Okay, I said no idea. Right click, check the website. Right click on my computer and click on properties. Now everyone see your processor. What is your processor? Your laptop. i5. Okay. So generally dual core or octa core. Okay. What are these, Amma? Dual core and octa core. These are the processor. Okay. So what is the use of processor? If you are doing any work, okay, this is the heart of your computer. Anything you are working on the computer means everything is doing by processor. That's why you are buying your laptop, you must see either dual core or octa core like that. Okay. So what do you mean by dual core? At a time it will perform how many process? Two process. Okay. It contains two processors. Okay. It contains how many processors? Two processors. It contains 8 processors. That means why we are using multiprocessing, Mama? Why we are using dual core or octa core? Intel core is nothing, just a company name. Intel processor designed by Intel company. Okay. i5 means generations. Okay. i5, i7, latest one is i7. Okay. Those are the generations. But these are the processor names. Okay. 2 processor or 8 processor. Okay. See, we learned in the SIM algorithm somewhere. CPU scheduling algorithm. Till now we use only one processor. Okay. Yes or no? That's why it is an one ready queue. So here multiple processor P1, P2, P3 like that. So at a time it will performing one process at a time. Yes or no? Either preemptive or non-preemptive. P1 it is preemptive means it will execute another from P1. Or sometimes we will switching among dispatcher. Okay. So it is waiting and then it takes second one and again P1 goes to register. After some time again P3, now P2 is in waiting state and again P2 goes to like that. Okay. So CPU scheduling till now we discussed about one processor. Okay. So we have a lot of problem. If you are working with the more number of applications, then more number of process will increase. Okay. Then we face many problems. Okay. Okay, now multiprocessing is nothing but we are having multiple CPUs. Okay, let us say for example, CPU 1. Okay. Okay, so multiprocessing is nothing but Okay. Okay. Okay, multiprocessing is nothing but your system contains single system. Okay, your laptop is one system. Okay, so single system contains multiple CPUs. It is called multiprocessing. Okay, so what are the advantages? For system contains multiple processors. What are the advantages? Generally, there is no advantages. So throughput will increase. Yes or no? Okay, throughput. You already know about what you mean by throughput. within a given period of time to execute more number of process. That is one advantage. One more, for example, you are working on your laptop, this CPU is failed. In case failed means is down. Okay? Then what happens? The remaining available CPUs will take that work and it will continue the work. Okay? That is the advantage. That means reliable. Reliable means any one of the process goes down, the alternative process takes that work and finish it. Okay? That is the one advantage. What about third one? Any general what is the other advantage? Cost. See, in the single system, we are using multiple CPUs. Okay? So here for multiprocessing, the advantage is memory is common. Okay? Memory is common. Memory and I/O devices. I/O, these are common but contains multiple processes. All the CPUs will use common memory. Okay? Common memory and common I/O. Okay? And the next one is how come I will draw diagram here. See, this is CPU one, this is memory. This is main memory. Okay? This is CPU 2. These are the I/O processors. I/O units. So by seeing this diagram, we are having multiple CPUs, CPU 1, CPU 2. Okay? So here memory is common for all the CPUs. Okay? And even I/O processor. So every process it can utilize either CPU time or what am I? CPU time on every processor can utilize either CPU time or I/O time. Remember always. So process every time it can utilize either CPU time. When it can utilize CPU time, so for execution it will utilize CPU time. So today's when it can utilize I/O device. So if you want print, okay, or you can enter anything input or output at particular time, the process can utilize I/O time. Okay, so this memory is common, I/O process are common. So that is the advantage using multi-processing. Simultaneously, we are performing multiple tasks. Okay, can you give any example of multi-processing? Any example? See, now we are all using multi-processing only. See, I open, for example, in this CPU, I open MS Office. Okay. Here I open website, go to website. Even if I have one more CPU here. So it is on CPU3. Here I use Excel. You open Excel. Okay. So multiple tasks at a time and performing. Okay. This is the simple diagram of multiprocessing. Okay. Multiprocessing is not only three, you can use any number. Not only three amount, see, now multiple CPUs. Single CPU కాదు మల్టిపుల్ ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ అక్కా కోర్ అంటున్నాం అంటే ఏంది ఎన్ని CPUs ఉన్నట్టు 8 CPUs. Okay. The reason is load amount. See, if you are working, you written large program, then the execution of that program will take more time per single process. So to avoid that load balance, you are using multiple CPUs. The execution of that program is within seconds. Okay, that is the advantage using multiprocessing. Time చెప్పండి నేను చూసుకోవట్లేదు. Okay, then multiprocessing is organized in different manners. One is asymmetric multiprocessing. This is also called as master slave multiprocessing. Okay, and the second one is symmetric. Okay. Okay, just now we discussed multiprocessing. Why we are doing multiprocessing? How this multiprocessing is organized in the system. Okay. Now this multiprocessing is organized either asymmetric multiprocessing or symmetric multiprocessing. This is also called as master slave. Okay. I will draw the diagram. What is the difference between asymmetric and symmetric? Okay. What is this one? What is this? Bus. Okay. What do you mean by bus number? System of bus plan చూసారా? ఇప్పుడు బస్సెస్ వాడట్లా బస్సెస్ ఏమంటుంటే సాకెట్స్. ఓకే, అంటే కమ్యూనికేషన్ ఇన్ ద సిస్టమ్. Communication is through buses only. Okay, and input, output, and even CPU processors, everything is communicated through bus only. So let us know. I saw workshop lo choleda IT workshop lo bus ante ఇప్పుడు లేటెస్ట్ సాకెట్స్ అమ్మా. జస్ట్ ఆ కేబుల్ ఉంది కదా మన ఇంటర్నెట్ కేబుల్, ఇప్పుడు అలా వస్తుంది. ప్రీవియస్ ఎలా వచ్చేదంటే మనకి ఒక బెల్ట్ టైప్ వచ్చేదమ్మా, ప్లాస్టిక్ ఉంటుంది, ప్లాస్టిక్ చూసారా? మోటార్స్లలో ప్లాస్టిక్ కనెక్షన్ ఉంటుంది అంటే ఒకసారి చూడండి, తెలుసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, సో buses are the communication established between any devices. Okay. So now we are coming to asymmetric multiprocessing. You can also call as master slave. What do you mean by master slave multiprocessing? See, master multiprocessing system. Master processor will maintain and handles of all the processes of slave. Okay. So this is the main. This is one processor among. These also have a processors, but master processor will take care about input and output and everything. It will care about master processor. What about slave? Here in this diagram, there are having two operating systems. Okay, one is master, slave. Okay, so what is the use of master? Is the main process here. Okay, so the execution of processors and IO and memory, everything is taken by master. Okay, what about slave process? So, and one more point, master will execute the system processes. Okay. So master slave will perform users. That means suppose I open one application, then that is one process. So who will execute? Master or slave? This slave process will execute it. Okay. And here there is now look at the screen. See here multiple CPU, CPU1, CPU2. Okay. See this diagram, Amma. This is symmetric. This is asymmetric. So in the asymmetric, we can also call as master slave. Okay. So master will execute the system related processes. Okay. Slave will execute the user related processes. Okay. So there is no common memory. See, no shared memory. See, this is slave P1, P2. These are the processes. Okay. P1, P2, P3. So everything operating by master processor. Okay. So let's coming to symmetry. What do you mean by symmetry? See. Look at the screen. So now in the real time we are using symmetric command, okay? Because it contains multiple CPUs. Okay, screen కనబడుతుందా? Okay, everyone look at the screen. In the symmetric, the memory is common. IO device is also common. See, first diagram, this is process P1, P2, P3, P4. So every process, every memory which contain cache memory. Okay, see, this is the memory and IOD. These are common for all the process. Yes or no? So in the diagram, this is memory. Okay, single memory, single IO devices. These are common for all the processes. Okay, so every process it can schedule itself. Okay, individually. See below diagram. See one summa. See this is bus summa. Just system bus means the communication between any device. Okay. In the system, all are hardware parts. Okay, so communication is happened using bus. So nowadays we are using sockets. Okay, see this is memory, this is process P1, process 2, process 3, and these three processor accessing which memory? Main memory. Okay, so what are the advantages using symmetric memory? So again, memory is common. Okay, memory is common for, and IO also common. And third one is by using symmetric, multiple processor execute simultaneously. Okay, so here how we can define number? See, memory is common, IO is common, but here it contains multiple operating systems or single operating system. See, your laptop you are using only single operating system. Okay, so in the multi-processing scenario, you can use single operating system or multiple operating system. Even it can possible multiple, even we can use single also. See, మీరు ఎప్పుడు ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయలేదా మీ ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఒకటే, even we can install one more operating system. Okay, so here one process, for example, this is one CPU, this is CPU2. What's the problem? ఇలా మేము మధ్యలో మేము బలైపోతున్నాం మీ వల్ల. వీడియో కొట్టింది మళ్ళీ. Okay, ma. See, here thing is how many operating system we can use it in multi-processing. Either you can use single operating system or multiple operating system. Okay. See, suppose in your laptop, first you will install Windows operating system. Okay. Later you can install Ubuntu or Linux. Okay. It's possible. Okay. In the symmetric multiprocessing system, memory is common. That means this CPU is directly accessing memory. This CPU is directly accessing memory. This one. How it is possible? We are using multiple operating system or single operating system. The thing is, in the memory, it maintains one operating system copy. Okay. So in the memory is common. Okay. So every process is directly accessing the memory. The thing is, one operating system copy is maintained in the memory. So any process can access. Okay, that's the advantage using multi-processing. Okay. ఇటు చెప్పేదే తర్వాత ఆ సింపీ షెడ్యూల్ ఎప్పుడు వచ్చింది, చాలా ఇబ్బంది పడ్డా ఇక్కడ. Okay, now see the diagrams just for example. See the diagram, Shama, once. See. So you must observe the difference between symmetric and asymmetric. Okay. Master slave is called asymmetric. Okay. That means memory is not shared. Okay. So master will take care about all the slaves. Okay. That means master will execute the operating related processes. Slave will execute the user related processes. But memory is not shared. But symmetric is memory is shared, IO is shared. That's why cost also very less, because you will take cost on only processors. Okay. మీకు ఎగ్జామ్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఎగ్జామ్ ఇక్కడ క్యాంపస్లోనే జరిగిద్దట. ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఎగ్జామ్ క్యాంపస్లోనే జరిగిద్దట. నేను అనౌన్స్ చేసి మళ్ళీ అప్పుడు సిచ్యువేషన్ చూసి, బట్ మోస్ట్లీ అయితే ఇక్కడ జరిగిద్దని అంటారు. సిమెంటిక్స్ ఆన్లైన్ జరిగింది. కాలేజీలో జరిగేటట్టయితే ఎంసీక్యూస్ ఉండవు మనకి. ఎవరికమ్మా? ఏంటమ్మా? వాళ్ళకి ఎంసీక్యూస్ పెడతారు. అప్పుడు సిచ్యువేషన్ ఎలా ఉందో, ఒకలా పేపర్సా ఆన్లైనా, ఒక ఆన్లైన్ కూడా క్యాంపస్లోనా, అప్పుడు క్రైటీరియా అమ్మ అంతే. మీరైతే మొత్తం ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వండి. అప్పుడే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ తెలుసుకున్నారా? అదే 26th నుంచి ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్స్కి ఉన్నాయా? సప్లీ ఉన్నాయా? ఏంటమ్మా బుక్లెట్స్? ఉంటాయి, అన్నీ ఉంటాయి, అవన్నీ ఉంటాయమ్మా. కాబట్టి ఏదైనా క్యాంపస్లోనే జరిగింది. ఇంకా నెక్స్ట్ ఎగ్జామ్ అయితే మీరు రాస్తారు కదా, ఆన్లైన్లో చూడలేకపోతున్నాం మేము. ఒకవాడు సినిమా థియేటర్ పెట్టుకొని కాపీ కొడుతుంటారు. ఇంత ఉంది ఆలు. ఇప్పుడు వాడు ఎట్ట పెయింటే తీసుకునేది, వాడు ప్రొజెక్టర్ కనెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నాడు. ఓకే అమ్మా, థ్యాంక్ యూ ఆల్. ఎనీ క్వరీస్ మా? ఎనీ క్వరీస్?